Hello and welcome to another video. Today I am doing a tier list, as you can see. Bit of different content from normal gaming stuff. I'm going to be ranking the Spelunky 2 characters. There's not that many of them, so it won't take too long. But I'm not going to be ranking them on my favorite characters or like how well they look. I'm going to be ranking them on a bit more ridiculous terms, I guess. So the first one, the one you saw in the thumbnail, how likely are these characters to jaywalk? Considered a crime in many countries, but not really taken that seriously around here. So yeah, let's rank these fictional characters and see see if they would do it. Hey, so before I continue in the video, I want to say that this part of the video ranking characters on whether or not they would jaywalk is partially inspired by a joke that the YouTuber Failboat did in one of his videos with crew B characters. So I'll link that video in the description if you want to check it out. Anyways, back to the video. Alright, first we have Alto. So I'm pretty sure his character description says he's like a gym teacher or like gym coach. So I I think he's pretty responsible because he teaches people to be like strong, I guess, and to be safe. More importantly, I think it even says that in his description. So I think he is a D, as in 0% chance to jaywalk. All right, next we have Anna Spelunky. I think she's like a child, right? And like as you know, the people who are most likely to jaywalk are probably high school kids. So I'm gonna go with A, not like especially likely. Next, we have Ow. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if you don't know, he's named after the chemical composition, like periodic table element of gold. Um, so he's just like a gold man, right? I don't think he really cares, so I'm gonna B is just gonna be like doesn't really care, like he'll just do whatever's convenient. Next is Guy Spelunky, but no, classic Guy Spelunky. I think he's like the same kind of, because he's just like he's very simple. And I think if he's simple, he would just do one or the other. I honestly think that he wouldn't, because he's been around for so long that like he shouldn't. He should be safe, honestly. Next we have whatever this one is. This one's carrying like an animal, so that would be really unsafe to jaywalk. So I'm gonna say D on this one. Next is Colin. He's a scientist, right? He's smart. He would never. We're getting a lot down here, but we're getting higher. Alright, next is what's her name? She was the damsel in the first game, and the damsel always got like stuck in caves somehow, so she doesn't seem very safe to me. So I'm gonna go A. Alright, this guy, he's a criminal. He may be a smart criminal, but he's still a criminal, and that's why I'm putting him in S. This guy would definitely jaywalk. Trust me. Next, Guy Spelunky. Similar to classic guy, but he's more like jaded. Like he's been on so many adventures. I think he just doesn't care about the law anymore. So I think B. Next is Lise, I think. She's a robot. So I think just would like follow instructions perfectly. Alright, next. This guy a kid? I'm gonna have to look up. Okay, so this is little J. He's oh yeah, he's like sort of obsessed with like the famous ones. So I think he'd be like following them down like an alleyway, like paparazzi style, or more just like fan style, and just get hit by a car. I'm gonna go S. Alright, next we have God, I'm gonna have to look up the description again. Okay, I'm gonna keep this open just in case. Um yes, avid fan of music. Alright, she always has the headphones in, so she's not really paying attention. So I think A. We haven't had anyone in C. Okay, I feel like sort of similar to Guy Spelunky, but she wears a hat, like a helmet, so she's a bit safer, but not too much. All right, Rafi S tier. All right, forget what her name is. I feel like she loves like cooking, right? That's her character trait. Let's look it up in my culinary expert. Yeah, I don't think a chef would jaywalk. That's just I know the common chef stereotype that chefs never jaywalk, but you know what? I agree with it. So D tier. All right, we got I think another robot here, but maybe not a robot. I'm gonna put him in C tier just because he might not be a robot, but he also might be. All right, next one. She literally has a skull on her head. She does not care. S tier. All right. Who's this again? It's like one of the main characters. I don't like the ones you start with. Yeah, Margaret Tunnel. She would dig under the road, which means she wouldn't really have a reason to jaywalk. So, all right, next Manfred Tunnel or Tunnel Man. Same thing, but he's like old, like Guy Spelunky. So, okay, next we have Liz. She doesn't really have character traits. She's just kind of like an adventurer. I'm gonna go B. All right, so here you have whether or not Spelunky 2 characters would jaywalk. We have S tier. This is most likely to jaywalk, and this is least likely. Yeah. Um. All right. On to the the next category I'm doing. I'll just reload. All right. The next one. I'm gonna stick with like the jaywalk type thing. I'm gonna rank them on whether or not they could parallel park. S is they could. D is they could not. All right. We'll start with him again. Again, he's very safe. He would never. Oh no, he would parallel park. He's probably like a driving teacher in his spare time. She is like young, but not like super young. I think so. Like B, like no C. Might try it every once in a while, but not very good at it probably. He is literally made of gold. He can like pay any damage he does. He would always parallel park. Alright, next. She always has her headphones in. I think you're like it's easier to focus while driving if you aren't listening to something, even though you don't like hear when you're driving, but just so your full focus is on the road. So I think she wouldn't try very often. Wait, okay, I'm gonna change this up. This is whether or not they would successfully parallel park, not whether or not they would try to. So he would never because he doesn't really care. Classic guy. He was around before cars were invented in 2008, so yeah, he would not be able to. All right. I don't think you're meant to carry an animal while you're driving, but I don't know if that'll affect this. B tier. Colin, he's a scientist. But like so A, I guess, because he's pretty smart. All right. I think B tier. There's no traits that would make her like good or bad at parallel parking, really. He's literally a ninja. Like his whole thing is like slipping into the darkness, so he could probably slip between two cars. Guy Spelunky, he's been driving for a long time. Yeah. Robot obviously would be perfect at it. He's like a little kid or something, so C, I guess he might be able to if he tries really hard. All right. Liz. I think she would like try to parallel park a lot, which would make her very good at it. So, Manfred Tunnel. I feel like he like jogs everywhere, so probably a C. Margaret Tunnel. I feel like she wants to jog everywhere, but she's like the newer generation and like drives more often. So, okay, whatever this one's name is, I'm gonna look at the character traits for that one. Ferocious warrior. Wants to confront the gods and question them about the problems of the universe. Well, parallel parking is kind of a problem of the universe, so uh well, I just said something. I don't know how that even affects the scoring. I'm gonna go A tier. Next is pilot. He drives like a spaceship or something, so he's good at driving, but not like super good. All right, Rafi, no. All right, so she cooks. I don't know if cooking would affect your driving skills, but I feel like she gives me like good driver vibes. And next, Tina Spelunky. I feel like she has like a headlamp, and that would kind of like blind her, so I feel like she wouldn't be very good at it. All right, so that was the second tier list. This is whether or not they could parallel park well. S is they could, D is they could not. All right, so I guess I'll reset for my final category, which will of course be cut to once I've decided what it is. I'm deciding between would they shoplift and have they been to prison. I'm gonna do have they been to prison. S is they have like 100% been to prison. D is they definitely haven't, and in between is just like they probably have, they might have, they probably didn't. Yeah. Alright, he is I mean maybe he got like arrested and then he decided to turn his life around and become like a gym teacher. But I'm gonna go probably not. Alright, Anna Spelunky, she's pretty young, so I'm gonna go probably not. He has a heart of gold. He would not go to prison. Alright, next, he does not have a soul, so he would not go to prison. Alright, next, I feel like if you carry around like a raccoon, what is that? It's probably in the lore somewhere. If you carry around like a raccoon, you probably went to prison. It's like to protect you from like the cops. He's a scientist. He's kind of like a mad scientist. He might have. Alright, I feel like I don't know. I'm gonna say probably not. Okay, he's literally a ninja. A ninja would go to prison, but he would never get caught. So I think it's like in the middle. Guy Spelunky, he has been stealing gold for generations. Of course he's been to prison. This is a robot. I don't think you can arrest a robot, but it depends. Alright, this guy. He just like follows the famous spelunkers around, celebrities. So like he might have gotten like arrested for like stalking or something, but I don't know. Alright, Liz. She'd do some shoplifting or stuff, just like minor stuff. Manfred Tunnel. He's a good guy. He would never. Margaret Tunnel. I feel like she would like rebel from her dad, so I'm gonna say, yeah, probably. Again, she killed a lion or something, so I think nah, she could fight off the cops. Okay, pilot. He probably works for the military. I don't think you can work for the military if you've gone to prison, so I'm gonna say C. I'm saying that because he's probably a military pilot. He just gives off those vibes. Alright, I feel like she would steal cooking ingredients. I don't know why, so yeah. Rafi, yes. Alright, Tina Spelunky. I don't know. I don't know. This one's hard. She did steal a lot of gold, so I'm gonna go with A. Alright, she's always wearing headphones, but I don't think that's a crime. It might be a crime. I'm gonna say no. Okay, so that's my final tier list on whether or not they've been to prison. S was they have, D was they haven't, and in between was like they might have. So that was fun. Feel free to like the video if you like this concept. Comment any other categories I could do or other like characters or items I could do this with. This tier list will be linked in the description. You can, of course, rank things not using ridiculous categories. You could just do your favorite characters. If you want to know when I make another Spelunky 2 related video, you can join my Discord server, link in the description, where you can get pinged whenever I upload a video. Oh, also, sorry for not uploading in the past I guess like the past week and a half. I posted an update on my Discord server if you want to check that out. But anyways, bye. I'll see you next time. Subscribe.